Hey, Royal Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. Let's get it. We need to stop accepting the unacceptable just to be accepted. Yes, we do everything to enhance our lives except living right. We go to the gym, we eat right, get them bodies tight. But then all the work that we do, we weaponize it to hurt people, to manipulate people. See, a lot of times when you see somebody body right, you think their mind is right. That does not mean that at all. You can meet somebody with a fit body that doesn't have a fit mind. And I've spoke about this before. And the reason why I'm hitting on it again, because that's why a lot of men and women be in relationships they in, because they, what do I say? They don't see well because it looks well. When you look at someone and they look well, you don't see well because you just seeing the outer aspect and you haven't even looked at the inner aspect of the person. You know, it looks well, but it's a beautiful body full of hell. Some people work on their outer selves so you'll never get to the inner self. Because a lot of people have not dealt with what's in them. I know sometimes that, working out can be very therapeutic for your mind, you know, um, and it helps you get off some of that that negative energy by going to work out. You push, doing that. But still, you have to come to the point where you have to work on the inner man, just like you worked on the outer man. Just like you go and do all them reps and do all that stuff, and people know it's true what you do because they're looking at your body. Your body is telling it it's true. But how do you know when a person is working their mind out? How do you know when a person's mind is fit? What exercises do they do to help their mind to be beautiful just like their body is? They get up in the morning, they do the little protein shake and, they go get on their little trip, whatever they do. But remember this, a fit body does not mean they have a fit mind. But it's good to be fit. Get fit if that's what helps you feel better about yourself. But a lot of times people do things that make themselves feel better about themselves while making somebody else feel bad about themselves because they're not doing what they're doing. Maybe they're not in their season of doing. Maybe they got to get their mind right before they get their body tight. You got your body tight before you got your mind right. Let's finish this thing here. Like I said, it could be a beautiful body full of hell. You know what? I thought about something. I said, what if people came with warning labels? When you drink alcohol or cigarettes, they say the surgeon, don't want you to smoke this, and pregnant women and all this type of stuff. And alcohol, it tells you the percentage so you won't get alcohol poisoning. Anyway, what if people came with warning labels? Would you heed to that warning? He fine. Ooh, girl, but you're not even reading the label. It's right there. You can see how that person is living their life. They fine, but their life is horrible. Their moral values are very low. but you're not heeding the warning labels. You know, the warning labels is something you can read. These warning labels about these people you can see. The warning labels you have, it has been demonstrated to you, but you continue to want to heed to the warning. And I'm gonna tell you one warning label about someone that we need to understand this. If someone is trying to have sex with you and they don't know you, that's a warning. I'm gonna tell you, but what we do is we turn it around. We don't take it as a warning. We like, girl, oh, he see me, he's just like, girl, I would like to sap you up like where we want some biscuits or something. So you taking that as you bringing out in him or her what it is that they saying to you, but what they saying to you ain't true. They're just trying to get you in something before you know who they really are and try to sex you down so that even when you should leave, you stay. Because he got it that way. Or she got it that way. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Warning label. Another one. A warning label, but people don't heed to the warning label. If they're married and they're trying to have a relationship with you, listen. If they're married and they're trying to have a ship with you, it ain't even no relationship. It's just a ship. You know, ships pass in and out of the dock. You feel me? They So they ain't trying to have a relationship with you. They're just having a ship with you. If somebody's married and they're trying to have a ship with you, stay in your canoe. Don't get in that ship, because if that ship is big as you think it is, there's a lot more people on board than you know. Stay on your canoe. It's just enough room for you. You ain't got time for the what they say, the rough seas when the wet, the water get to moving hard and banging against that ship, because all of this stuff is going on because they didn't tell you exactly everything that was wrong. You feel me? But you in your canoe, just do what you do. Be with you. If that person ain't free to get with you, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. So like I said, stay in your canoe. Is just enough room for you. And most of them that do that, they got the ships with us, not the relationships, but the ships. Most of them is looking to stay with you. Most of them looking to stay with you while they deal with what they going through. Let them stay out there until they clear their air. If you want to be with them, because I know people get in situations where, things are not right in their relationship. And, they find this person that makes them feel a lot more alive and better than where they're in. But this is what I want to say to those who go, clear the air before you bring somebody else in there. Clear the air. Don't go in there being the air cleaner. Let them clean their air before you let them come in there. Because you don't need all of that. And then you need to make sure that their intentions are pure, that they're not doing a temporary getaway, because some people are in such toxic relationships, they break up and go back together. Don't get with them. Don't be the air clearer. Wait until they clear their air before you let them in there. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Get it before it gets you.